Hey guys, today we're going to be talking season 3, episode number 3 of Homeland. Okay, you guys, this episode, let us talk about it. I don't know exactly how I feel about it. Last night, I must say I was a bit frustrated as I was watching it because I felt like this was the slowest moving episode ever. And I know they were trying to be all like artsy fartsy and there were these great parallels between what was happening to Brody and what was happening to Carrie. And that was beautiful. I got that. But there were several moments, you guys, where I was sitting in front of the television, remote in hand, ready to fast forward. I feel like in general, this season has definitely been slow moving, which for Homeland is very different. I am so used to kind of crazy stuff happening all the time. This season, I have not really felt that all that much. So we finally got to see Brody in this episode. He's on the run. He is the most wanted man in the world. There is like a $10 million bounty on his head. He's been shot. He's in Venezuela, and we see this group of people take him. They take him to a doctor. Let's talk about the doctor for a hot second because creepy. Dude was like creepy child molester, like creepy. And whoever the guy is who played that part, I mean, like he played it well. He was probably the most interesting part of last night's episode because he was just creepy. So the doctor takes care of him. Eventually we get the story about this building, that it was some like high rise that was being built that was never completed. And so once it was abandoned, all the squatters moved in. So at one point, Brody wakes up in this bed and the sun is shining through a hole in the wall. And so you kind of get that this place is kind of broken down like Brody is. Now flash to Carrie, who's still on lockdown and of course doing everything she can to get out. She keeps telling her doctor, "I'm fine. Can you tell Saul that I'm fine?" And the doctor's like, "Why do you think I'm talking to Saul?" And she's really insistent that I know you are. I know he comes to check up on me. In the end, it turns out that it's not Saul that's been coming to ask about her, but it's a lawyer. So there's some lawyer from a law firm that comes to see her and tells her, like, "My boss really wants to meet you." The funny part about it is he tries to handle her. And of course, we know that that was one of Carrie's jobs at the CIA. And so she immediately realizes, like, you're trying to handle the handler. The big question, of course, is what do they want with Carrie? The preview for next week makes it look like they're going to actually get her out of the hospital and that she's actually going to get to talk to this boss guy. And so time will tell. So the guys in the tower are not letting Brody leave. He does try to escape at one point. He goes to a local mosque to seek refuge. And when he's there, they make it seem like, "Oh yes, come in, take a shower, you'll be fine." Before you know it though, the police come charging in because the little Muslim man called the police like most people would. But then the guys that originally had him, the guys from the tower, they show up, they kill everyone, and they take him back to the tower. The guy has kind of told him like, "This is it. There's no place else for you to go. This is the place where you're going to be." They lock him away in a room with a door and 4 walls. And the doctor keeps trying to give him heroin. Have I mentioned how creepy the doctor was? Because he was creepy. By the end of the episode, we see Brody kind of giving in, and you get that he's going to be taking lots of heroin so that he can kind of forget about how crappy his life is. Like I said earlier, lots of parallels. I mean, he's taking heroin and Carrie's taking her medication, and we see these 2 shots of the 2 of them in their dark rooms, just kind of lost, basically. I hope we pick it up next week, Homeland, because I'm gonna need you to do that. Come on, come on. Would love to hear what you guys thought about this episode. Don't forget to subscribe. I do Homeland reviews every week. I really do love this show. It's just this episode was kind of weird. Okay, guys, thanks so much for watching and putting up with my complaining. Bye.